Hi guys, I am Vondessa J. Today's video is After 50 about your health. Okay guys, so this is a totally different type of video. I have talked about health and everything here on my channel. But on last year in August, I turned 50 years old. So of course, a lot of things change. So guys, this is the After 50, the things that you need to know about your health. Okay guys, so we're gonna go over the things that you're gonna need to know about your health after 50 plus. And guys, yes, I am 50 years old. This year I will be 51 years old. So everything that I need to know about myself, to go look at about myself, I am gonna talk to you about it. Some of the things that you may have done and some of the things you didn't even think about doing that you need to do. So guys, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna start off the video headed to the doctor. Good morning guys. Today is Wednesday, and today guys, I am 50 and over. In August I will be 51 years old, and well, 50 years young. And once you turn 50 guys, you really have to keep a handle to your health. I am one, I believe in keeping a handle to my health. So this morning guys, I am going to the doctor. It is currently 9:34. My appointment is at 10 o'clock. So I'm en route there now. Did not eat. Girl's stomach is growling. Oh my gosh. But I want to go and make a lot of different appointments. Things that I know I need as a 50 plus year old woman. So these are some of the things that I'm a request for. It's time for a mammogram. It is time for a pap smear. Yes, almost 5 years ago, August coming, will make 5 years ago. Yay! I had a hysterectomy. That has been the best life ever. But the hot flashes, they are the devil, okay? So I want to do that. Also, I want to do all blood work. So I want all of my blood work, everything. I want to test and get everything tested. I have a list. This shoulder here has been really bothering me. Years ago, I had this shoulder done, but this one's from a car accident. And I ended up having to have 3 rubber bands into the shoulder, and one did pop, but this arm is up with rubber bands. But this one, I'm not sure if I have bursitis or tendonitis or I have both. But guys, this arm here will give out on me. So I do want to look into that. Pap smear, mammogram, my shoulder. I do want to go to a dermatologist. If I find the correct name for it, I'll put it over here. I am going through that. I have been going through that ever since I was about 16 years old. And at this point, before I have a tummy tuck, it's things that I want to get done. So I know that has to be through a dermatologist. I said blood work. I do want to get everything with my heart, EKG, colonoscopy. I want to get all of this stuff done. And I spoke to y'all guys about my hernia. So I do want to talk to her about my hernia, because as you get older, if you've ever gotten a hernia or had a hernia, they do the hernia mash. I've heard good and bad about it, but I do want to speak to someone about that hernia, because for one, I don't like that it's getting larger. That's one thing. For two, I don't like because I will vomit up my food. I'm sorry, TMI. And so I need to get that taken care of. So that is one thing that is definitely on my radar. And the other thing is, guys, I need to get my levels checked. Well, that would be within my blood work. Get my levels checked, because I am an anemic, and I need to get a referral back over to my hematologist. Okay, I hear everybody blowing horns and making sure that it's for me. I need to go over to my hematologist because I need to get things situated, but I'm pretty sure she get the blood work done. It'll make it easier for my hematologist. I need to make sure my levels as far as my cancer level, my cells and all are looking good. And if you don't know, if you're new here, I do have lupus. So if you know about lupus, I have 2 different parts of lupus, and the main one is it attacked my organs. So I have kidney issues, heart issues. Thank God I've never had liver issues, but I don't have my spleen due to a car accident. So those type of things that I do have to watch out for. I have to watch out certain things that I eat. So the other things, guys, I have been like on a concern with is my gallbladder. So I want to talk about my gallbladder to her. So I know she's going to be like, whoa, this patient overwhelmed me. But that is why I'm going to drop $125 for copay, okay? So that is what this is. After I go to the doctor, we're going to do a very good sit-down talk when I get back home. And yeah. So today, guys, is Women's Health 50 plus. Okay, guys, so I'm waiting for the doctor.
See, I can upload any of your records. Especially those story magnets. It's the same network.
Because I think ever since I've been here, it may be in the same network. The only one I know it's not in network is my OBGYN, because he's in Colombia. And that's why I hate, after 20 years, I'm going to have to break from him and find somebody here. Oh, because he has been so good to me over these 20 years. I go to somebody new, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, right. Yeah. They're really not old now.
Yeah, he knows me. He'll be like, okay, Ms. Vondessa, what you need?
All right, baby, that is updating for her.
Okay.
All right, my dear. Like I said, if you need me, let me know, okay?
Okay. Okay, guys, so y'all heard we getting it right, we getting it tight. Remember, if you're 50 and over, these are the things that you must do. So I'm going to tell y'all everything that I asked for to get done. So I'm waiting for the physician. Okay, guys, so I am out of the doctor. We have a lot to talk about. And I know it's me sharing my personal information, but this is more of awareness of what you need to do. I am a 1974 luxury automobile, okay? You have to take these cars in to get that checkup. You got to do that overhaul, that oil change, that transmission fluid change. You got to get all of these different things done. So the next video, guys, the next clip, we are going to be sitting down, going over a lot of things that I request for. I have an absolutely fantastic doctor. Oh, I really, really love her. Oh, we just had a good time in there together. So, when I get home later, we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about all the things that I requested for me, that over 50 plus, that you may need to do too. So if you 50 plus, this is the video for you. So now I'm going home. We're going to sit down and we're going to talk. So now, guys, that we have been to the doctor, we have requested everything that we needed. So now I want to go through with you guys to show y'all and tell you guys what I requested, the reason why I requested, and guys, have I already got some appointments in the same day. So guys, the first thing I want to talk to you about, or I have my little cheat notes down here, some of the things that I requested for, and why I thought it was time for me to go to the doctor. So girl got to put on the specs, because hey, we over 50 over here. We have to have glasses, okay? So the first thing I wanted to request for, I had a hysterectomy almost 5 years ago. August would be 5 years that I had a hysterectomy. Although you had a hysterectomy does not mean you don't need to go in to get a pap smear. Once you have a hysterectomy, you don't have to go every year, but I am the one that, you know, hey, I want to know about my body. I don't want to catch anything too late. I am a 4-time cancer recovery person. So when it comes down to my health, guys, I am not going to play. So the first thing, I am from Columbia, South Carolina. My doctor there, if y'all are from the Columbia, South Carolina area, Orson Revenell is the best OBGYN in Columbia, period. Okay? Orson Revenell has been my GYN, guys, crazy, almost 20 years. Oh, did I wanted to break off from Dr. Revenell? Guys, it has been the thing that I'm sitting there like, that is so hard for me, because I can go in, I can talk to him like he is a buddy, or that patient to doctor relationship, you want to have that. And it's not one time since the first time that I saw him that I've had any type of craziness. I have gone through so many of his MAs, and one of them is Joy. Oh my gosh, Joy made it so much easier for me. She is in a whole different department now. With this doctor, guys, I will put all his information here. If you get him, just tell him Vondessa Johnson sent you, because I'm telling you, he is so good. He's under Kramer's Women's Care. So when I first went there years ago, I met his MA, and her name was Joy. Her name stood out for who she is, Joy, because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm having issues. I recently had a baby and some other things going on. Here I am, I'm pregnant again. Yeah, guys. And I was with another doctor. She was leaving, so I ended up with Dr. Revenell. From Dr. Revenell, we went through emergency surgery because I had the babies died in utero, so I had to have emergency surgery. To him just being my GYN up until, I want to say, current. So Dr. Revenell is the person. So therefore, the first step I want to do was, unfortunately, guys, find a new GYN. Yes. So I requested for a new GYN. All of my notes and records and everything will come from Columbia, South Carolina over to Georgia. So that was my number one. Pap smear. So the next thing, guys, was a mammogram. As a woman, a mammogram is one of the things that you want to do. Let me tell you something now. Is it pleasant? It's absolutely not. I don't care if you're the itty bitty tea committee or the big boo bangers, okay? Let me tell you something. It is so unpleasant, but it's so informational. It lets you know everything. Every year I do a mammogram, guys. It's always a scare. They always call me back in. They come to find out, when after the second mammogram I had years ago, I always said, no, this is not anything have to do with my breast. It's an underskin cyst. So therefore it has been there for years. It has never subsided. So just in case you see that, it has nothing to do with my breast. So every year, guys, I do a mammogram. I get that flag. Hey, you need to come into the office. And then they're like, oh, okay, we know this. You're good. So this is 2025. it was time for your girl to get her boobies checked because I'm a woman. Men has breast cancer. The older you are, more things come about, okay? This is a 1974 wagon, honey. It is time for repairs, replacements, and everything else, okay? So mammogram was the next thing. So the next thing, guys, was a dermatologist. After I had chemo, I have been cancer-free now for over 2 years and some months. So, yes. So the doctor here, he did what he needed to do. I had to go through 2 different rounds here, but I am blessed by God's measure that I have not had to go back now for over almost 2.5 years. So, going and getting a dermatologist was a different thing because it's 2 things that I have. One of them is from my dad's side of the family. We have cystic skin, okay? So with that, I wanted to say, you know what? Before I get a tummy tuck and all this, these are the things that I want to go through. I want to go and get everything that I needed done. So I have cystic skin. If I can remember to look it up, I will put the name of right here what I go through. Y'all, one night I was sitting down and I was looking at Dr. Pimple Popper. And I'm one. If you have a white head or a black head, I used to call myself Dr. Pimple Popper, even before she came about. My daughter used to say, oh my God, she is the Dr. Pimple Popper. And then all of a sudden, she came up with this TV show. But guys, I am one, I love to mash black hairs, white hairs, you know, sis, look. The only thing I could not do in a home was remove the sac. And if you have cis, that sac, you do want it removed. So I will put the name of what I have been going through ever since I was about 14, 15 years old. So I do want those removed, and that is going through a dermatologist. Now, the second thing under the dermatologist, guys, as I have gotten older, if you don't know, I have lupus. So I have noticed some difference in the very back nape of my head. And I wanted her to go through so we can do skin tests and all that so I can find out what is going on. You can get a skin scalp fungus. I do watch another YouTuber and she get injections for it. And I was like, I don't know if I need injections. I don't have the dandruff and all of that stuff because traditionally in African American, you don't wash your hair every day. I'm sorry, guys. If I hit that shower, hair is getting washed every night. Yes, I am. So I want to go to the dermatologist for those 2 things. So the next things, I'm reading my notes. The next things, guys, I wanted to get a new heart doctor, okay? My last heart doctor, we just went through, we had a very wonderful doctor-patient communication, but unfortunately, guys, he moved. Yeah. So I just noticed when I got my medicine about a month and a half ago, that my medicines just felt off. They come to find out today, I got my answer why. And I was telling my best friend, I was like, oh, you know what? I don't know what it is. I feel weird. And it was like, you know, maybe you need to check your medicine. It has to do with some medicine. I haven't heard you talk about this. So today it was definitely addressed, medicine was changed, and I do have a new cardiologist. So I've already have that appointment with that new cardiologist. And y'all, let me tell you something. I got to go about 35 minutes away from my home to this cardiologist. And this is, guys, one of the things that got me. The same cardiology group my dad was in. I have the same one, same location. Not sure if I have the same doctor yet, but that's gonna be touchy when I get ready to go there. So the next things, guys, I have a hiatal hernia. If you never heard of it, I never had a problem with a hernia until I got hit by a drunk driver. March the 9th, 2011, I got hit by a drunk driver, and I didn't address a lot of stuff from the car accident because in May, my mom ended up passing on Mother's Day. So right after that, I started going to multiple different surgeries. And after I had my spleen rupture, so I had to have emergency surgery. They found out I had emergency surgery to remove my spleen. So I was looking for a cut for about like that, but I ended up waking up with 102 staples down my stomach. They had to open my whole entire stomach up because right when they made the cut, boom, it ruptured. So in order to save my life from bacteria and all of that stuff, they had to open me completely up to make sure everything inside my stomach was clean, no bacteria, anything that was there. So in the midst of that, guys, with you can get a hernia so many different ways, but the most two common ways to get a hernia is having a stomach surgery, and the other one is basically like a surgery too. If you have to have a what it was when you have a baby and they have to cut you open. You know what it is. I never had one. I had huge babies. I never had cesarean. You can end up with a hernia, but mine is a high end hernia. And guys, mine is giving me a lot of trouble. I was told about 8 years ago that I did have the hernia, but I was not having any problems. But I started having problems. And the problems was I eat, TMI, and I would vomit back up. I would drink some water, TMI, I would vomit back up. There is really nothing I can eat or drink, and I'm vomiting back up, okay? So she immediately said, nope, I'm sending you over to a general surgeon. I'm like, well, we already know that's gonna be surgery because they're not gonna send you to a general surgeon. They don't think it's gonna be surgery. So she did lean me back. She felt it. She was like, yeah, I'm not sure what size it was when you first found out, but currently, yes, it needs to be taken care of, okay? So the next thing, guys, in 2012, yeah, I had a right thyroidectomy. The right side of my thyroid, it was removed. You can't even really tell it. You can tell it right there, but they cut my neck here. And that was done in South Carolina, and it was Dr. Gerald Wilson. He's no longer in practice, but he was just the sweetest man ever. I requested, as far as you can cut down my neck, please do it. I want it very, very low. I wanted where he cut me and it would be within that crease. And you see it's a crease. You can't tell it unless I do this, and then you can see that. But guys, guess what? That doesn't have anything to what's going on. Because guess what, guys? I now have to have my left thyroid removed. Yeah. She asked me, have anybody in your family have gone through thyroid issues? And I told her no, I was the very first one. So guys, yeah, so when I do this, it's that knot right there. And you see this. So this whole, you don't see it on this side, but you see it on this side. So, yep, another surgery. Girlfriend have to have her thyroids removed. Now, let me tell you, because this was told to me by Dr. Wilson when I got my right one out. He said, we're gonna keep a watch on the left one, because if you end up getting both removed, you have to be on a medicine for the rest of your life. I'm sitting there like, well, I hope I don't. Well, from 2012 to about 3 years ago, I started noticing when I was hit in a car accident about 2.5, 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I was hit in the back here in Georgia. Girl was talking on the cell phone. She slammed me from the back, and I end up with a big time concussion, whiplash, y'all. Right now today, it really bothers me. Some days I wake up, can't turn my neck, can't do up and down, can't do none of that. So I kept telling them that this was not like this before the car accident. Before the car accident, I did not have a hump. I didn't have any of that, okay? So, your girlfriend now has to go through surgery. Thank God I have a different doctor, a whole different team, because she found it right off. And I told her, yep. So the next thing, guys, is blood work. I wanted to request for any and everything and blood work I could possibly get, to the rooter, to the throat. I wanted all of it done, okay? HIV, AIDS, all of it. I want it all done. Kidney function, I want it all done. Iron, anemia, I'm anemic. I wanted everything done. Want to know my sugar levels, and I told her, any test that we can pull through my blood, we gonna do it. So I request for that. So I have to go most likely on tomorrow. Friday, I'll be back to work. So on tomorrow, Thursday, I'm gonna go over so I can get my blood taken, so I can get that on the ball, because she said once it come in, we gonna know, we can see all your levels or whatever. We're gonna get that taken care of. Got it. So guys, the next thing, we get ready to roll it back. 2011, when I was in the car accident, drunk driver, this shoulder, guys, when I lift this shoulder up and down, it's on rubber bands. I did say rubber bands, yes. So I always had bursitis and tendonitis in both shoulders. Welcome to the girl that played sports, and welcome to the girl that was a tomboy that was up in trees and jumping off her grandmother's roof of her house. Okay, so this shoulder, I have no problem with it whatsoever, but hello, I do have another one, this Miss Lefty. So lately, guys, it has gotten so bad, I can't lift my arm some days. I can be doing something and I lift this arm and it'll just drop. So I told her, I don't know if it's bursitis or tendonitis, I don't know what it is. I need to find out what's going on with her. Well, after she went through and all, it is something going on my rotator cuff. So we have to look into that with that. So yeah, that 1974 Cadillac, break it down. But we gonna mend it, okay? We gonna mend it. So the next thing, guys, and this is more of awareness than anything. So guys, I went about a month and a half ago and got a pedicure. Please do listen out. If y'all go get pedicures, please listen to me. She came out with her things and all, and you know, this, that, whatever. A week and a half, 2 weeks later, I just started feeling a tingling feeling up under my toes. Yeah, my toes. And I was just like, well, let me just shower and dry my toes or whatever, keep on going. Well, I just noticed one day my toes were tingling. So thank God I could still do it at 50. I put my foot on my lap and I turned my foot up because I wanted to look at them to move my toes and stuff. And I was like, wait a minute, is this fungus? What? So I did not have it before. So today it was confirmed. I wanted to talk to her about the tingling in my toes. Then I wanted to talk to her about the toenail. One of the toenails, guys, that little pinky toenail, she done turned black. I did say black. So I indeed do have foot fungus. So did I get that taken care of? Absolutely. Okay. So now, guys, let's go ahead and run down some of the things that you want to go check for after that age 50. So if you are 1970 baby and above, these are things we need to do because we have hit the half mark. And if you're driving an automobile from 1974, I would love to have a 1974 Mustang. Y'all just don't know. I've been talking about it for years. So if your girl ever pull out and tell you I got a new car and y'all see it's an old 1974 Mustang, black or white, girlfriend, she wanted to represent her year, okay? So guys, this 1974 Mustang, it's time for repairs. It is time for lube. It is time for a major oil change, transmission fluid. Let's check the head on that. Let's do everything. Let's go through and check the gas line. We might have to go repair some gas lines because This car has been on the road for 50 years, okay? So therefore, it's a lot that we have to do to maintain us. So let's go ahead and run down again some of the things that I request for. Then we're gonna go over a little bit of things that I did pick up. One, pap smear. You should be doing that anyway. From the first time you ever been intimate, pap smears, okay? So my first pap smear, guys, and I'm gonna run it down so y'all can do your calculation. Do your little calculation. My first pap smear, I was 22 years old. Was I a late bloomer? Oh, well, I was 22 years old, well, 22 and a half years old, and it's because I was pregnant with my twins. So that was the first time I went in to get girly, key to check, because she was not active, okay? And right after I met my twins' dad, which one passed away, Della passed away, Javon is this year be 28 years old, which is crazy, okay? So when I went in, that was my first time. Pap smears are nothing fun, but you got to keep the cooch intact. You need to know what the cooch is doing, okay? So therefore, get it done. Put your legs up, put them in them stirrups, get it done. It takes about 5 seconds. Out, you're done, okay? Get it done. Mammogram, just get it done. I have big boobs. Let them go in that machine, get them all smashed, because literally what the machine does, here, I do it that way. It's a piece here, your boob sits there, and the machine, and it comes through and it smashes you. So guys, have some respect on the women, because we get a lot done. And there's so many disrespectful men out there that don't even understand what women go through. Okay? Anyway, back to the point of it. Get your mammogram, okay? Get that mammogram. Dermatologist. If you need a dermatologist, your hair gray, you don't know, as you age, you get more gray hair, you're getting gray hairs, your follicles and all do change, okay? You might be getting a little hair up on the little tin roof right there. Might have to go to get a little laser. So we need to know about that. It's other areas in your body that your hair might be changing. It is one of the things, when I get to the last thing, I'm gonna talk to y'all about something, and it's about hysterectomy. Podiatrists, yeah, older we get, it's time. We done been in them high heels all them long years. Them toes turning, they twisting. So you need to go to a podiatrist. You need to get your feet done, taken care of. I do have a plate in the screw in my left foot. I got about 2 years ago. And yeah, it's time for it to get done with my right foot. So therefore, girlfriend is not playing. I know I need it. I want to be able, when I get ready to celebrate my 60th birthday, girl, meow, and high heels again. Short dress, short skirt. Meow, Tina Turner, okay? So the next thing, guys, get your blood work done, because at this age, we're 1974 plus age. Look, we need to know what all need to be tampered with. Change, alter, whatever, little medicine, sprinkle here to change a little bit in our life, okay? So go ahead, get all your blood work done. Don't be scared. Look, just get it done, okay? So the next thing, guys, is heart. Get your heart checked. Make sure everything is going on good with your heart. As you age, your function in heart changes. So therefore, those look, get a check. Get a check. So therefore, with that, any other little small minor things you're feeling, nick, cranny, eyes changing, yes, that's the next thing, guys. Because if you don't know, in my right eye, I am 72% blind. So nope, girl, really don't have no vision over there. And I'm starting to see a difference in this one, because Lord, whew, I was at work and I had to read a paper. It was some papers and some notes, and I'm sitting there in the office and I'm like, those look like answers running across the paper. I was like, wow, what? So girlfriend, it's time to get some new specs. So girlfriend will be getting her some new specs, because baby, I got to see what's in front of me. I got one eye that's hanging on for dear life. We got to keep the eye going, okay? So besides these things, let's talk about some more additional things that you need to do after the age of 50. Teeth. Get your teeth checked. Make sure that your teeth, pirate gums can happen and all. I remember my mom had pirate gums. Pirate gums are when every time you brush your teeth, it bleeds. I remember my mom they had to move her gums and go and clean all her teeth up and down, back and forward. And I remember my mama couldn't eat for a whole week. But after that, my mom never, ever said anything about her teeth. So get your teeth checked. If you still have your molars, not the molars, what are they called? Those. What you doing with those still in your mouth? Hey, air conditioner. Y'all hear it? That's the air conditioner. If you still have your wisdom teeth, y'all, you should have been got rid of those. And if you have young adults coming into their 18, 19s, please go get those removed. It can damage for having TMJ, and it can damage their hearing. So get those removed. So if you have not gotten those moved, go ahead and get those teeth out of your mouth. They serve no purpose. No, they don't. The only thing they do is come in and push everything else off key. So get rid of those teeth, okay? So the next thing, guys, we talked about our eyes. Go get your eyes checked, get that vision checked. The next thing, guys, can you guess what the next one? Our ears. We have gone through so many different sounds, jobs, babies, boyfriend, all this. Those ears now need to be checked, okay? So go get your ears checked. If you got to get a little hearing aid, little hearing aid, we got to hear who's in the back of us, okay? So go get that hearing aid. Take your hair, pull over it. Nobody gonna know, okay? So go get your ears checked. Besides that, guys, those are the major things that you really do need to go check after the age of 50 years old. So I have now off my list. So I want to tell you the phone calls that I already called right after. This company that I'm in, and you know, doctors are in different pods now. It wasn't like that well, yes, it was. When I was an RN, it was the same way. But here, they're just much bigger. In Georgia, they're really, really big. So by the time I got home, I had to go do a few errands, had to go by the job. And by the time I got home, I had 3 messages already. First one was the heart doctor telling me, hey, we have your appointment. The second one is, guys, I know I snore. I tell people I snore. I'm not ashamed of nothing about Vondessa. I snore, and what? You do too, okay? So I told her, yes, I snore. And she was like, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and get a new test done. So that one, it already told me and even sent me the bill. I was like, I ain't even been there yet. Why y'all send me the bill? $2,100. $2,100. Yeah. Copay, $62. I paid $62. Love my insurance. Hey, girls. So, yeah. So, I got a sleep study coming up. So, that is already in place. The other place, guys, that I am so excited is the dermatologist. And I know it was like, Vondessa, what will you be excited for the dermatologist? Because, y'all, I love things about my skin. I do want to talk to her about my skin now. Although my skin has changed, the older you are, your layers of your skin, your dermis layers and all of that changes. That's why if you have a grandmother and she's much older, you can just barely touch her like that and you can break her skin. That's because the dermis layer has broken down. You have to change the lotions. You can't use that watery stuff. You got to use that thick stuff and some petroleum jelly, okay, to protect that. So therefore, at the age of 50, guys, that's another thing. You need to change your lotions. All those little pretty BBW, bed, what is it, Bath and Body Works. Y'all stop. Stop. Y'all need Vaseline and a thick, I use Nivea, and I like the body cream. So body creams, guys, body creams, body butters are the best because the consistency is thick. So you need that. That is to help your layer. Also, guys, I'm gonna tell you what I do use. I have an olive oil bar. I grew up with a grandmother that used olive oil. This is my grandma. Look, beautiful woman, full Cherokee Indian, and honey, her skin was tea. Can you hear me? The lady's skin was pretty. So I went back to using Norzema and also using olive oil. This me. I got on makeup, but this me. So all of these new regimens and all kind of stuff on the go back to what your grandmamas used to use, okay? Don't be using all this in because then you mixing products and all kind of stuff. I went back to the old school because I'm not gonna say the name of the company that I was using. I'm not even gonna go there. Let them go make their queens. But I'm gonna take my queens and go to olive oil and Norzema. So Norzema, I use the Norzema wipes every night. If I have on makeup, I use it to remove my makeup. I don't use all this other stuff, Marcel water, whatever, to take off your makeup. I use my wipes. I get in there once I remove my skin, after I remove my makeup. Yes, this is makeup skin, that layer. So after I do that, I then go in with another one and I just go in circles. And this is your girl's skin. No crow's foot, no bags. Now, if I have a bad headache, you will see them bags. Well, I didn't have sleep good. You will see those bags. But right up in here, you see no crow's foot, no wrinkles. You don't see wrinkles on my face at all, okay? And it is coming from me using two things, olive oil, and Norzema wipes. So, girl skin, okay? So that is all that I use on my skin. When we was talking about teeth, guys, my dentist told me after the age of 50, it is time to change your toothpaste, okay? So I am now on, I put it right here. This is what I use now because it's a little bit more sensitive for your gums and all. So that is what I use. I don't use any other things, but I did grow up, guys, you can use in baking soda. That is what my grandmama used to use. And I was that baking soda girly. I'm using my baking soda. I'm brushing my teeth with my baking soda, and my daughter does it right now. Today, she used to see her mama do it so much. I would do baking soda, but once a month, I would do baking soda and hydrogen peroxide. That is what I used, okay? That is the natural stuff, okay? So what's in these toothpaste things with all that fluoride and all of this flavor and all that? No. But this is the toothpaste I have been using, and it's been doing your girl good. So now, guys, let me go ahead and talk about some of my prescriptions that I have. And no, I'm not going to show you my bottles because my address is on it, and we're not about to do that. So, guys, let's talk about some medicines. That's next. So, guys, yeah, Walgreens. So I went and picked up not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7 prescriptions. Pick up 7 new prescriptions. So the first prescription, this is for my heart. So I'm going back on Valsaltin. 325 milligrams. That means Jesus. Whew, the milligrams are up there. But we are changing because I was getting a little bit too much of the same thing that could break down things with my blood pressure. And I had to learn one thing about my blood pressure. When I was in South Carolina, I've seen this so many times having my RN. Doctors will literally send insurance company things that has nothing to do with the patient just to get some more coins. So literally when I first came here, I found a cardiologist. It was like, well, let me go ahead and you sign the paperwork so we can get all your information. Well, they didn't want to send my information. I drove to Columbia. They wouldn't give me my information. So it took 4 months to get my information. Guys, when I went to the doctor, this is literally what he told me. If I wasn't walking into this room and sitting here looking at you and talking to you, I would think I was crazy looking at a dead corpse. Huh? They literally had me basically DOA, dead on arrival. Okay? And when I'd arrived at the doctor's office, I was already gone. But he was like, you know what? We're not going by their things. So let's start from the bottom. We're going to test you with every single thing. We're going to test your heart with everything functions and everything. Come to find out, I have the traditional high blood pressure. Traditional high blood pressure. So one of the medicines she's changed me is Valsaltin. And, oh, this one has 90. I'm taking one capsule. Although mine are, oh, dark violet. These has changed on me. She did me a 3-month. I love that. I have a 3-month supplies, but I was on 160. I am now on 320. So the next one is clotidine. So I'm still at 25 milligrams, and she did a 3-month supply. So thank you, doctor, because the 3-month supplies is way better than a 30-day supply. So the next one, guys, is it's what I told y'all when I went to get a pedicure, what I came through. So one of them is a cream. The other one should be a pill because, yeah. Now with this one, y'all, I had to laugh with her because she said with the fungus, we want to, with my little toenail, she said, we're going to treat that from the inside out. So she said, well, I'm going to give you these tablets, and there are 5 tablets. And I got to take one tablet every morning for 5 days. She said, they're going to make you have hot flashes. I say, don't I have enough hot flashes already? Child, I had to walk around with instead of a backpack or air conditioner on the bed. So this is that. So these 2 are for my feet. So these are for, this is some of my blood pressure, so I see they kind of like got it all mixed up. Spanolactone, so she did a 90-day also, and she changed, I think I was on 20 milligrams, so she changed those to 30 milligrams. And Natalog, I've been on Natalog, y'all. That is heart medicine. I've been on Natalog now for years. So she did me a month supply with that. So this is something new. Oh, well, I had it wrong. One of these are for the fungus. I was wrong. This one is a 30-day supply, and I got to take this in the morning. Y'all, let me tell you something about your girl. I am one of those girls that doesn't like taking medicine in the morning. I don't like taking medicine in the morning for the simple reason, these are allergy signs. I gotta remember dextramine. I gotta remember what she gave me this for, but it said it's used for health problems like allergy signs, anemia. That is what's in that. So, one pill in here for my feet. Best box here. And speaking of my feet, so guys, let me tell you this quickly. If you come across a foot fungus from going to a getting pedicures, which y'all do your feet at home, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay, so I knew this, and at one point in South Carolina, I used to have my own stuff. The salon that I went to, you had to pay for your own file and everything. Everything you had to pay for your own little kit. And your name would be on it, and when you come in, you go in the back, go up under your last initial to your last name, pull that, and be ready for when they come sitting you. But that is one thing, but this is the top reasons and the top way you can get a fungus. You know, when they have that fingernail polish and they dip, put it on you, and dip, put it back in there. Well, before they went and put it dip on you, they done dip on somebody else. So, if you have a foot fungus from going to get a pedicure, she told me, I said, I don't want to keep going through this. How can I get rid of this permanently? She said, oh, you can, and I will tell you how. So, twice a week, you must soak your feet in white vinegar. Once a week, you soak your feet in straight bleach water. That will kill it. And she said do it for about 6 weeks. So I got to go through my calendar to get this stuff off. So I am going to set up like days that I will do it, because some of the times on my job I get in at 10 o'clock at night, and girlfriend ain't a ball to do none of that. We ain't doing that. 10 o'clock at night. That ain't lip dirty. Lip dirty. We ain't doing that. So, I'm gonna arrange to make sure that I have that. With my bleach, girlfriend love her some bleach. I got like 5, 6 outside in the car garage, and my girlfriend love some bleach. So white vinegar, I am gonna get me some white vinegar. So I'm gonna do that, and it's just not that, it's also with this medicine. So it would totally go away, never have it again, no nothing. If you have athlete feet, now I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Might be the same thing, but go to the doctor. Go get you a podiatrist. That's all I can tell you. But guys, this is some of the things that I'm going through at 50, and also what I decided to go and get checked, to check my health completely. I wanted to know everything. I wanted to go get, go through the specialist to get other underlying things taken care of, things that I felt like I need to get done. Y'all, it is called doing a whole full custom tune up. Okay? So, your body health, ears, eyes, nose, all your internal, some of your external, dermatology, external. So guys, this is what I have done to kickstart everything I need to do once a year. Up until the day that man up there said it is click out time. So if you're over 50, even if you're 49, getting ready to go over to 50 years old, go ahead and make your checklist, because these are the things, because those bones are not going to sound the same way. Okay? You will have a little click, click here, a little plop, plop there, a little crick, crick there. Yep, that's age. You think about a 1974 model car. You go hear it. You go get ready to turn. That might be them bearings. It might be some struts. So you got to take care of them, okay? So other than that, guys, thank you for sitting down with me. If you are 49 and over, go ahead and make you a checklist. Go ahead and take your list. Please, guys, it's animate. Take the time and sit down. Write everything like I did. Everything I wanted to cover at the doctor, I had my list. When I walked in, I knew exactly what I needed to talk to her about. I know exactly what I needed to request for. And if you have a doctor that is in your ballpark that is out to help you, they will definitely go get these referrals done, because your family doctor is who do your referrals. They refer you out. Please, whatever you do, do not have your family doctor. They are more of a referral doctor, if you didn't know. Okay, I grew up in medical, my daddy. They're more of the referral. They send you out for specialists. So if you're having something going on with your kidneys, please go to a kidney doctor. If you have something going on with your feet, please refer yourself to a podiatrist. If you're having something going on with your heart, your liver, whatever, please get a referral to those people. Don't let your family doctor take care of those things. Yes, she altered my blood pressure, because my blood pressure medicine, because she found out I was on 2 beta blockers, and that's why I was feeling weird. So what she did, she went back from the almost 8 years I've been living here. She went through and looked at everything that the doctors had me on, and she was like, you're on 2 beta blockers. You should not be on 2 beta blockers. That's why you're feeling the way you do. So she did alter those. She went back to clotidine. I know about clotidine. I've been on clotidine. And y'all wouldn't believe, I'm recording on my phone and my health notification just came up. So I didn't even grab my camera. I'm on my cell phone and my health notification just came up. It comes to me every night. So guys, let me tell you another thing. Before I end this, let me talk to you about one particular thing. So I used to be 398 pounds, okay? My pant size was a size 28, and my shirt size was a 3X to a 4X, okay? So I lost all of my weight natural. I went through depression of standing right by my mom, saying her last words, and passing away. So I went through severe depression. Plus, right after that, after we buried my mom, I was in surgeries back to back because I was hit by a drunk driver right before. So with all of that, guys, I have been noticing my weight. I am currently in a size 10 pant, and my shirts are a medium to a large. If I do want oversized, I wear extra large because girl got some boobs, okay? So I have been, when the previous doctor I had, I kept telling him I don't understand, because how I eat and how much activity and exercise that I do, why I'm not losing significant weight, okay? So when I went to the doctor, guys, I did lose 7 pounds within a month, and I think that is darn good for me. 7 pounds. Hey, 7 pounds. 1 pound is good, but 7? What? So, what we found out is all thyroids. So guys, once that is uncontrolled, I don't know if they can put me on medicine or they're gonna have to remove it. I should be able to then be off the weight that I need. So if you have thyroid problems, it will definitely mess with your weight. It will definitely mess with your weight. And plus, being a female with your hormones and everything just shifting around and stuff, menopause, hot flash, memory loss, all of that good stuff. I just told her, I said, you know, I'm fluctuating back and forth in weight, and I don't like it. So when she was looking, she was seeing my weight was doing this. It was doing this. And she was like, well, I see within the last year, you've been in the same ballpark, but you've been doing this. 5 pounds up, 5 pounds down. 1 point up, 3 points down. That's what I have been doing. So 7 pounds in a month, I absolutely love that number. Because I'm not trying to lose weight. So let me put that out there. I'm not trying to lose weight. So once we get all of that handled, guys, I can then drop and be the way I want to be. Hopefully, and pray, because I did come from big bone people, okay? My daddy and my grandmama some big bone people, and I'm one of them. I'm big bone and I love it. So guys, that is that. And the reason why I'm doing everything I need to do now, because I've told y'all in previous videos, I am looking into do a tummy tuck, and also I am finally getting a breast reduction. Yes. So I want to be a little part of the okay, but the size, I have already been to a plastic surgeon. The size that I would love to be, it was a 0. Nope, can't do it. And we will talk about that in another video about breast reductions. We will talk about that. So I have gone to a plastic surgeon to get a lot of information, and they wanted to schedule me out, but I was like, no. I got some other little things I got to take care of first. I want to take care of these before I go to that. So guys, we will talk about that in another video. What you need to do and prepare yourself for a breast reduction. So I will do that video, and once I get there to do the breast reduction and going into the doctor and stuff, I will take y'all with me. I will ask them, you know, hey, is it okay we do this or whatever. If I have one of my friends, I can bring her, check about a small tripod. I'll bring y'all with me as long as they say okay. Yeah, bring me with me. Because now if you want to video certain things in a doctor office, they make you sign a video HIPAA law. So if you didn't know that, it's called a video HIPAA law. You sign the paperwork. You just have to blur out the doctors and all that unless the doctor decides that he want to be on video with you. That's all it is. So anyway, guys, thank you for coming in to me, talking about women's health. Over 50 years old. Please like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up my video, and we are going back to regular scheduled program. Bye, guys.